10:30, and today we're gonna read the Berenstain Bears Get Stage Fright. One day, on the way to school Sister Bear, Brother Bear, and Cousin Freddy got to talking about the important subject, their teachers. Teacher Bob is tough but fair, said Freddy, who was in the same class as Brother. Brother agreed. How about your teacher? He asked Sister. Is she easy or hard? Teacher Jane isn't easy or hard, Sister said. She's good. Then the bell rang and the cops were ready for the school day. The reason Sister thought Teacher Jane was good was that she made things interesting. When they were learning to add subject, Teacher Jane set up the pretend store and play money and a toy crash register. It helped the cops learn, and it was fun. When the class was studying words and ideas, they made posters that helped them learn too. And sometimes in reading class, instead of just reading from the books, they acted out the stories. That was they were doing the Grizzly Skin, the story about the funny old elf bear who was sure that nobody could ever guess his name. Sister Bear was acting out of a part of Miller's daughter who became a princess and has to spin straw into gold. They had come to the part where the princess has the last chance to guess the elf bear's name. Oh, good sir, read Sister in a loud, clear voice. We've come to the end of our guessing game because I say, Grizzly Skin is your name. That's when Grizzly Skin flies into a rage and disappears in a puff of smoke, and the princess lives happily ever after. That was good. That was very good, class, said Teacher Jane. So good, in fact, that I have a surprise for you. I'm in charge of the school play this year, and guess what? The play is going to be Grizzly Skin, and some of you will have parts in it. Then she gave out the parts. One of them had Sister's name on it. What fun! What excitement! Sister was going to be in the school play on the auditorium stage with signatory and costumes and makeup and everything. It turned out that Brother and Freddy had gotten parts too. Brother was going to be a wood spare who finds out the elf bear's name. The Freddy was going to play the part of Grizzly Skin himself. Who are you going to be? Freddy asked Sister. And Sister, who hadn't even thought to look, turned to her part. It says, the princess. Wow, said Brother and Freddy. That's the main part. Well, how about that, said Papa Bear, and he heard the news. My little princess is going to play the part of my princess. Say with better tell Grizzly, Gramps, and Gran, and Uncle Willie, and Aunt Min. Calm yourself, dear, said Mama, taking Papa aside. Sister has a lot of work ahead of her, and she doesn't need a lot of fuss and excitement. Said Papa. You're obviously right, my dear. Yeah, why all the fuss? Said Brother. It's just a doopy school play. I already know my whole plot. Hear me, oh princess. I was deep in the forest, and this is what I heard. The princess was supposed to be mine. If she had guessed none, she could not win that guessing game, 'cause Grizzly Skin is my name. See, he said nothing to do with. But Sister wasn't no sure. She wasn't beginning to feel a little nervous about the whole thing. The next day, when Teacher Jane asked Sister to take a message to the office, Sister decided to take a shortcut through the auditorium. She had been in the auditorium many times, of course, but she had never been on the stage. She climbed the steps and looked out over the rows of seats. It looked enormous. Then she immigrated all the seats filled with everybody in the school, and Grizzly, Gramps, and Gran, and Uncle Willie, and Aunt Min. It looked even more enormous. What a long face, asked Brother on the way home from school. Sister told him she was worried about the play. Relax, he said. There's nothing to it. It's a piece of cake. Why, I can do my part standing on my head. Hear me, old princess. Hear me, old princess. Hanging from a branch. Hear me, old princess. And from inside the hollow log, Cousin Freddie and the gang thought Brother was pretty funny, but Sister didn't even smile. That evening, Sister worries all came out. Reading a part in class just isn't the same as getting up in front of the whole school. And I have to learn it all by heart, she wailed. How am I ever going to do it? The same way you will learn anything else, said Mama. Line by line, page by page, Papa and I will help you. Besides, he already knows lots of things by heart, the alphabet, dozens of songs and rhymes, the Pledge of Allegiance. Why, I bet you know enough things by heart to fill a book. You already know the story. All you have to do is learn your parts and practice. That's what Sister did. She learned her part line by line, page by page. And she practiced in her room in front of her toys. Oh, good sir. She practiced in the field and in front of her forest friends. We've come to the end of our guessing game. She practiced in front of Mama and Papa because Grizzly Skin is your name. That was wonderful, sweetie, said Papa, uploading. Letter perfect. Yes, sighed sister, but practicing in front of my toys and forest friends and you and Mama just isn't the same as getting up to the stage in front of the whole school. How do I practice for that? Sweetie, said Mama, there are some things in life you can't practice. You've just got to do them. But what if I get nervous and scared? She asked. Oh, but you will, said Mama. I will? She asked. Of course, said Mama. Everybody gets nervous when they have to perform in front of an audience. Even famous opera singers and star artists. But if you know it's natural and you accept to be a little nervous, it won't really bother you that much. And you'll do yourself proud. And besides, she added, you'll having a big whistle in the auditorium that help. Now, where's the brother of yours? I've got to finish his costume. I do wish he'd take this thing a little more seriously. Don't worry about him, Mama, said sister. He can do his part standing on his head. The rehearsal detail, but an empty auditorium still wasn't the same as the real live audience. And now, at last, the moment had come. The curtain was open on the Bear Country School's production of Grizzly Skin. And there was sister all alone on the big stage looking out at the whole school, and Gracie Grams and Gran and Uncle Willie and Aunt Min. It was a little scary, but it was also very exciting. Then she heard a loud, clear voice saying, I'm the millionaire's daughter, and who is me? For my father had told the king I can spin straw and gold, and in truth I cannot. It took her a split second to realize that the voice was hers. From there on, everything was beautifully. There was one little rough spot near the end when it was time for brother to do his part. He came on stage in the handsome wood spare costume, looked out at these hundreds of eyes staring at him, and completely forgot his what he was supposed to say. I can't remember my lines, he whispered. Why don't you try standing on your head? Whispered sister. But then she took pity on him and helped him with his lines. The play ended magnificently, with Grizzly Skin flying into a puff and disappearing into a flurry and disappearing in a puff of smoke. The applause was long and loud. After the show, Mama and Papa came backstage. Terrific show, said Papa. Terrific. Congratulations, said Mama, on the job well done. A piece of cake, said Princess Sister. And this is all for the Berenstain Bears Get Straight Fright. This is Rena's story, and bye.